Hello, Exit Nation, especially those of you who are near or close to or like to travel to Denver, Colorado. I'm going to be holding an all day live in person prospecting and getting listings workshop September the 1st in Denver, Colorado. It's an all day training from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. I want to give you a sense of it. If you're going to invest in yourself, if you're going to come to attend a workshop, especially an all day workshop, well, you want to make sure there's value for you. At the end of the day, we don't take training for the sake of taking training. We take them because we want to elevate whatever our career is. We want to bring it to another level. And sharpening the tools of prospecting, sharpening the tools of canvassing, learning to consistently ask for business, especially listings, but also working with buyers, is essential to the growth of your business. So I'm doing this video to give you a sense of the program. The actual title of the program is Listings Mindset, Planning, Scripts, and Proper Real Estate Canvassing. So basically, I'm going to be talking about four major ideas that I will explain. But I want you to remember this will be on a Thursday, September the 1st in Denver, Colorado, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. In fact, after 4 p.m., from 4 to 5, I'm going to stick around to take questions. A lot of you probably have unique situation, unique scripts, unique ideas you want to experiment with. I will be there an additional hour to take your questions if you so desire. So let's get to it. Who am I? My name is Key. I'm a mindset trainer. And I've been doing this prospecting training. And some of you have attended some of my classes. Some of you have attended my boot camp. So you're familiar with my philosophy. And it's very simple. Those who learn to ask for business consistently with confidence, not arrogance, and do it in a non-salesy way tend to do well. And there's a direct correlation between those who learn to ask for business, meaning listings and sales, and those who actually sponsor and grow with exit. They are connected at the hip. So learning to ask for business is important. You will see on the screen that there is a URL top. When I'm pointing this way, it's actually that way. You will see a URL, a shortener, which is bit.ly LPWCO91, which stands for Listing Prospecting Workshop, CO for Colorado, and 91 for September the 1st. There's a QR code. You can pause this video and scan the QR code. The two go to the same place. And that place is a web page that will have all of the information of the program. And let me show you that page and then discuss the program. This is the page I will be sending you to when you go to when you want to register or learn more about it. As you can see, this is the program. Let me make it a bit larger so you can see. The program has 45 seats, 10 of which have already been spoken for. So there's 35 seats available. It's going to be 4600 South Ulster Street in Denver, Colorado, DTC. And I know you guys called your time zone Mountain Daylight time zone. Somebody corrected me, and I'm glad they did. So it will be from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. So this is where you'll find the description. I'll be talking about our sponsor in just a second. This is where you'll find this video. And this is the registration form that you fill out for you or how many more tickets you want to get. And that will take care of that page. And if you wanted to see what the description of the program, there's a PDF that I also enclosed there. The PDF gives you basically the description of the program, what you expect from it, the bullet points of the program, and the requirements of the program, and a way to contact me if you have any more questions. So let's get to me explaining this program in detail. Our industry And this is not just our exit agents. We're talking about as a whole, as an industry. Only 3% of agents prospect daily 2 hours or more. Most of them prospect 1 hour a month, and they think that's sufficient. And that's why when they don't have any deals in the pipeline, they start panicking because they're not planting the right seeds in the minds of people in the future so they can continue to generate listings and sales in a continuous fashion. Prospecting is a daily habit. It is actually a muscle. It is a skill. You need to develop that skill, and that skill will make you stronger. And we find that consumers tend to pick confident agents who are non-salesy. They are advisors. So you need to think of yourself as a real estate advisor, not a real estate salesperson. You are helping help people make decisions about buying or selling in an organic manner by setting appointments. You're really in the business of appointments. But if no one knows you, how do they pick you? You don't want to just work with the people you know. After a while, you're going to run out. You need to develop the prospecting mindset to talk to the people you don't know as comfortably as you talk to the people you know. And that's why we develop scripts. Those scripts help us build our confidence and engage people in a non-salesy way so they can go, I know I'm thinking about selling, but I'm worried about the market. And then you can take that conversation, design a plan of action for them, and help them with their needs. Now, a program like this, which costs $200 per agent, would be for some prohibitive. And so I'm very thankful that sponsors stepped in to help us put this event and then discount the price of the program to you. Walt Parker with Elevate Home Loans, thank you. Lauren Avery Collins with First Integrity Title, thank you. And Toby Espinoza with Affordable American Insurance. They're providing us with the logistics. They're providing us with the location. They're providing us with lunch, which is really, I'm very grateful for them to work with me and to work with Exit to make this happen. Now, what should you know? The market has shifted. You already know that. The days of just putting a price on a property and hope it sells are over. You need to become a pricing strategist. You need to understand that if you don't price your properties right, you're going to have a challenge. You need to understand how to put together a market report. Yet, many of our agents are not working on the proven, what I call systems of prospecting that gets them listing. They wait for the phone to ring rather than make the phone ring. You need to have what I call a listing playbook. If you ever watch football or something like that, you will see that the coach and the other coaches that are part of that team, they have this binder. What is the binder? Well, it's plays. They have a playbook. And in the playbook, depending on the situation in the game, they go to that playbook and go, hey, we already rehearsed this play. Let's do it. Well, that's what you are. You are always in different situation with different sellers, with different buyers, and you got to go to your playbook and go, aha, I'm going to rely on this play. So in essence, if you're going to be growing your business, you're developing different plays for different situations, and you are weaving and moving and zigging and zagging to make sure that people go, I like her. She knows her stuff. I'm going to pick Cheryl to help me with my home. And that's the mindset. Learning all of these scripts. And some of you, when you hear the word script, you think it's robotic. It's not. It's about becoming yourself. What makes a good script are not the words. It's the music and the delivery of the script. It's how you interact with people in such a way that when you say what you have to say, they can go, yes, that person knows their stuff. They're not going to ask you, do you know your stuff? That's not what people do. They're not going to ask you, are you confident? No, they will smell it on you. And the way they'll smell it on you is the way you interact with them. It's the way you explain. It's the way you advise them. Remember, you're an advisor, not a salesperson. And developing a proper playbook with the proper mindset will help you grow your business. Now, most of you who have been in my classes, and I'm very proud to know many of you in Colorado, know how I work. I am a big believer in what I call practical, in the room, working the problems, understanding the checklist, working the skills of presentations, working the skills of delivering the proper prospecting scripts. Whether it's a new client, a FISBO, an expired, it doesn't matter. And having a good plan of action, but also having a time block for your prospecting. There are certain minimum time blocks a day. And by the way, they add up to about 2 hours. It's not a lot, really. If you're working just the deals and you don't have small time blocks that add up to about 2 hours of follow-up, new business prospecting, farming in a particular area, working your CRMs and your leads, if you don't have that planned out properly and deliberately working it, your business does not have a chance to grow. That's the fertilizer of your business. So I'm very practical. I don't just tell you this is the work you need to do and not tell you how to do it. You will learn how to do it. You will learn why it should be done. And then you'll take it, you'll take your brain, and then you design how you want to approach it. My philosophy is inside each one of you, there is a go-getter. There's a person who's ready to go to the next level. And I want to unleash that beast inside of you that says, I deserve success. I deserve to grow. What are the systems? What's the playbook? Let's get to work. That's the mindset of my workshops, is to bring out the best in you, but you're doing the heavy lifting. I'm there as a coach. I'm there supporting you with systems and checklists and mindset, and then you take it and you run with it. Again, let me give you some logistics. It will be September the 1st, which is a Thursday. It's from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. Please be on time. The room will open about 8:30, and then we'll go from, everybody's supposed to be in the room by 9 a.m., and then so that everybody gets their seats, their handout, gets to know everybody. There's a commingling. And I start the workshop itself at 9:30, and we'll go all the way to 4 p.m. There are 4 time slots. A time slot is I work an hour and 15, an hour and a half. Then we take a 15-minute break. Then we do another hour and a half. Then we take a half-hour lunch. Then we do an hour and 15 minutes. Then we take a 15-minute break. And then we do the last session until 4. And then, of course, between 4 and 5, I'll open it to questions and interactions and things like that. So it's going to be a long day. You will be exhausted. I'm going to recommend the day before that you go to bed early, that you be rested, so that when you come in, you are ready mentally to absorb the information you're going to be learning. It's going to be in Denver Tech Center, 4600 South Ulster Street in Denver, Colorado. Some of you know the location. Some of you who don't, you know where Denver Tech Center is. What else should you know? Here's the topics. The way I'm going to work is there will be 4 to 5 slots. The first one is getting the listing mindset right. Then we're going to be talking about how to implement the proper time blocking for those of you who are going to be prospectors. Then we're going to learn how to master the phone with phone canvassing approaches and scripts. Then we're going to do neighborhood canvassing and processing. Then we're going to do event and face-to-face canvassing. And then we're going to learn, and some of you have learned this technique, but it warrants what I call repetition and working the technique. so that you can become stronger. It's called the Bravo technique of prospecting and generating scripts. You see, a good agent at the beginning is given a series of scripts, so that they can build their business. That everybody understands that. But after a while, what you want to do is start learning to create your own script. How do you go about putting together your own script? Well, guess what? There is a methodology, and it's called Bravo. And you will learn the technique. You will learn how to think about it. And so that as you approach different situations, because people are different, therefore they will act differently with you. A technique that worked with somebody of particular type will not work with another person. So you will learn to adapt the script to sound like you and listen in a way that that person wants to work with you. And of course, in all of my classes, I give you additional handouts, additional videos to strengthen you. So not only are you going to be with me that day, you will have a series of videos that you can use down the road to be able to kind of enhance what you learned and apply what you learned. What should you know? Well, the registration link is in front of you. Remember, it is a short link, bit.ly, L as in Larry, P as in Paul, W, CO for Colorado, 91, all lowercase. There's a registration form there. Please be aware there will not be any same-day registration. You cannot come in the day of the event and register. The class will be full by then anyway. So all registrations have to happen in the next few weeks. We have 3 weeks of registration. The spirit that I'd like you to bring to the course is a spirit of collaboration. It's a spirit of gratitude, working with other people. If you're the kind of agent who likes to sit in the corner, not interact with anyone, not do anything with anyone, want to be left alone, this is not a course for you. You probably should not consider it. There are other programs. Maybe you can watch programs on YouTube or some other places. I don't teach that way. I'm very interactive. We learn from each other. We'll be applying scripts in the room. It is a participatory workshop. It is not an observing workshop. I do not lecture. We learn together and we apply what we learn. What else should you know? The cost of the program, like I told you, is $200, but because we were able to secure some fantastic sponsors, the cost goes down to $99.50 per agent. Now, I only have 45 seats, of which 10 already been spoken for. When you register and you pay for it, be aware there will be no refund if you don't attend. And if you change your mind, you can sell your ticket to somebody else or give your ticket to somebody else. But there will be no refund. So be aware before you sign up what you're doing, that you're choosing to do this. Those of you who buy in bulk, there's a pricing for bulk, which brings the price all the way down to $84.50 if you buy a 10. So you can buy one ticket, you can buy two, you can buy 5, or you can buy 10. If you buy a bulk and you don't know who's going to be attending, by Friday, August 26th, I'm going to ask you to send me the list of the participants. We need to know all of the participants because they need to have a welcome and they need to have a preparation before they show up to the course. So be aware of that. What else should you know about the fee? Once you register, I will send you an invoice via PayPal, and you can pay via PayPal or pay by credit card if you choose. Let me end with this quote. Jim Rohn talks about the mindset of success. And he says something like this: successful people do what unsuccessful people are not willing to do. Don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better. See, for me, a good realtor, when the business becomes tough, they're excited. Why? Because they know this is not an easy business. They know that this business requires a mindset, requires bringing a strong business plan to action. This is why Exit is very special. We collaborate, we support each other. Your job is to ask yourself, I want it to be easy. No, don't worry about that. Don't worry if your processes require work. What you should be worried about, do I have the mindset? Am I strong in my mind to be able to run this business the way I want? And if you want to develop the mindset of a prospector, the mindset of somebody who gets listing, the mindset of somebody who can sponsor easily by having production, I can't wait to see you in Colorado. Some of you have attended my training. So if you know somebody in your office who doesn't know who is this guy, he's so hyper, ask them. They'll tell you. They'll tell you how I work. They'll tell you what my mindset is. They'll tell you my approaches. I can't wait to be in Colorado. Remember, it's Thursday, September the 1st. It's an all-day training in person. Can't wait to see you. Take care, my friend.